production.
Good evening, gentlemen. It is your boy, Sir Yeetus. Welcome to episode of 193 of Yeetus' Thoughts. Today is just a chill stream. I'm just chilling like a villain. It will be a good, chill, relaxing stream. We will just talk about whatever, that involves male issues per se. Or we can sidetrack for a bit. But regardless, we're just going to save the seriousness for tomorrow because I'm sure you guys saw two streams that were posted today or yesterday. Sorry. The stream tomorrow is titled Obey. And I'm sure you guys already know that there's going to be some very interesting conversations that I'm going to be having. I'm going to see if I could bring a guest on if it's possible. I already know that Gray is going to be there, but I'm going to see if I could bring a guest. But if not, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow is going to be probably the most serious conversation I've had since creating this channel because you already know how things are getting real when it comes to weaponizing social media or media in general. But I'm going to save that conversation for tomorrow. I'm going to add the one, the only Gray Ghost. What's going on, man?
Good evening. Played a bit of cards tonight. Didn't quite win, but I still had fun.
Did you win?
No.
You could say like, nah.
Oh no, like guys I'm up against are pretty beastly. So
Radha was going on. Welcome back. I know you guys are probably up pretty late, but I was going to do the stream this morning, but a shit ton of things happened, and you already know how it is, right? The joys of it. So I'm able to do the stream, and just let me know what you guys want to talk about. But the big thing I do want to talk about first is what happened with Undead Chronic today. I wasn't even at the stream, right? I woke up a few hours ago, and I wouldn't say there was a raid, but there was a person that called this one person out. Let me go ahead and look him up. Have you heard about that,
No,
Greg?
like I just got in an hour ago, and like I
Too
was out
easy
when the
then. I'll be able
oh,
to bring you up to speed. I just have to go onto his channel, community. So Mr. Mr. Locario, he was doing a stream about him being in an open marriage and stuff. And Under Chronic was trying so bad, like, hey, let me see your wife. I want to see what your wife looks like, blah, blah, blah. And his wife, unfortunately, is, on the looks department, was below average.
yeah.
And
Oh
like
god,
she
yeah. No, I saw that.
oh,
Chronic
so you did
posted
see it.
that image. Is like, well, I didn't know the context. I just like I saw Chronic posted the image. I was like, damn. Ow.
What's up?
Like, that's the thing. Like that was my reaction. Is like,
Oh,
ah.
it, I didn't see that one like coming whatsoever. Like it was hilarious when somebody trolled Mr. Locario and said, "Hey, can I get your wife's number?" Oh, he got so mad so quickly. Oh, he was so defensive. Oh, what are we gonna do? Like, hey, I'm just gonna
You're in an
smash and
open
dash.
relation. You're in an open relationship, man. Like, if you
Right. Like
can't hand out your wife's number, then like, what the fuck you doing?
you're like, why are you so upset? Why are you so mad? All he said that he's gonna smash and dash, and then give the wife back to you and clean. You need to clean her up. That's it.
Like you agreed to this, man. That's what an open relationship consists of.
Right. And he wants to. The next caller. See, this is how I know he got so mad. The next caller called in and said, "Hey, yo, I got a question." Immediately hung up on that dude. Immediately. Oh, see, I know all of you N words, right? Because he likes to say N words. He wants to speak Ebonics and shit, right?
Oh yeah.
All of you N words sound like you guys don't get bitches. I'm like, bro, you didn't even listen to his question. Like, why are you so mad? Oh, because your wife was outed as a 304. Literally, an
Yeah,
open marriage is an oxymoron, in my opinion. But
yeah.
what do you
No,
have to say, Gray?
it was like it's very simple. It's like, guys, if you're in an open relationship, any man with common sense realizes that your wife is getting more dick than you are getting pussy.
For days.
Like it's that simple. It's like, guys, there's no way to be like, oh yeah, well I'm smashing too. Is like, dude, she could be some fucking 300-pound land whale with one eye and two teeth. She is still going to get more dick than you are getting pussy.
People need to understand how easy it is for women to get dick. It is so she just have to exist, and men will start lining up. Just stand there. A woman can just stand there, and there'll be men lining up. Like that's how easy it is. That's why women don't get respected when she sleeps around, because for her, having sex is literally the same thing as breathing. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's
So the
like
fact that you willingly go around and be the community bicycle, it's not really an accomplishment, and you brag about it. That's fucking gross.
let's be perfectly honest here. Okay, guys. If a man opened a jar, would you praise him?
What'd you say?
If a man opened a jar, would you praise him?
No.
It is easier for a woman to get laid than it is for a man to open a jar.
I completely agree.
That's the thing. Like, if you wouldn't praise a dude for opening a fucking jar, then you would not praise a woman for being able to get laid.
And this shit came out of nowhere, and I'm sorry. Like, I watched those segments because people had timestamps, and I was laughing my ass off. I was laughing because, like what people were saying in the comments just now, he's literally the black version of Cuck Murphy.
Black Murphy.
Seriously. Like, how are you gonna be so mad that you literally said that you're in an open marriage and you literally brought your wife on camera?
Yeah, it's
How
like,
you gonna get upset when somebody's like, "Hey, what's your wife's digits?"
yeah, it's like, what? Do you think that you're gonna fucking say, "Oh, hey, I'm in an open marriage," and women are gonna send you their number?
Like, no, it'll be a shit ton of dudes. You know, and like I said earlier just now, an open marriage is an oxymoron to me. Would you agree? It's literally an oxymoron to me.
Yeah,
How the
that's the
fuck
thing.
you
It's
gonna
just,
go in a monogamous relationship talking about open?
that's,
What's up?
I think
I'm
like,
just saying. I'm
no,
just
no, you're absolutely correct, because it's like saying that, oh, we're going steady, but we're seeing other people.
like, what? I'm supposed to financially care for you and put my life on the line for you and make sure that you're well fed and clothed for the rest of your life. Why the
That's,
fuck would I let you go out and fuck other dudes?
okay, anyway, I think more seriously is like, I am legally compelled by the government to look after you.
Agreed.
Like, that's the thing. Like, fucking forget the goddamn like religious marriage vows stuff. Like, that shit's fucking dead in the water and completely irrelevant. Unfortunately, the church has no influence in a modern day marriage, at least none that matters. The government is what matters in a marriage.
I
Like,
definitely agree with that.
without
Yeah.
the government, a marriage is just a verbal contract.
There used to be a contract that was taken seriously, right? Because you
Yeah,
take
but
a
that's back when community actually meant a thing, and the opinions of your neighbors were worth a damn.
agreed, right? Back then you could take a covenant in front of God, right? All these divorces are happening left and right in the Western world, but at the same time, literally all these marriages, at the end of the day, say death do us part. Through sickness and health, through richer and poorer, all that shit. But yeah, we have the highest divorce rate in the world.
Yeah, it should be quite simple. Is like, do you swear to be with each other until the woman decides she wants another dude?
A lot of women are getting pissed off because a lot of men are advocating, well, why not we just have short-term contracts? Because it goes against their narrative.
Like, I mean, quite honestly, I think that most men would be satisfied if they were like, look, just give me the kid.
That's it. We don't need your fucking money. We never
We
gave a fuck
we
about your
need you,
money.
like as men, like, we need, not want. You can want a woman for varying other things, but quite frankly, you only need a woman for 9 months per child.
Agreed. Agreed. And that's what a lot of people they love to brush off like it's no big deal. No, let me break it down Barney style. I know a lot of you guys already know this in the chat, but once again, I'm just saying this for future viewers. Men only need women. I repeat, need women for reproduction. Women need men for reproduction and survival.
Sorry, break it down like Barney. I want you. You need me. Let's go start a family.
That was good. That was good. We need to make a music video over that. Oh, we get yeeted off of YouTube so quick. Oh shit! And it's a perfect explanation. It's a
Yeah.
perfect explanation. Like, what is so hard for you to comprehend? A lot of women like, oh, we can do the same thing that men could do. Blah 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 blah. No, 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 no. Because I guarantee you, if we were able to reproduce without a woman's womb, what value do you truly have for a man at that point? I'm serious. What value will you
Well,
truly have if a
well,
man is
that's
able to artificially
well,
reproduce?
yeah, but here's the fucking thing, though. The sad aspect of it all is that women are actually capable of delivering more value than just reproductive. They're capable. They just choose not to.
I agree, and I explained this to Drex earlier, right? Because I was in Drex's chat room on Discord. Like, men on countless occasions tell women, "Hey, this is what we want. This is what we as men. This is what we want in a woman." And the standards are not high whatsoever. Our standards are pretty basic. But then women will turn around and say, "Oh, no, let me tell you what you need from a woman." So she is not listening whatsoever to what a man wants. She just wants to assume what you want. So the ball will be in her court. She doesn't have to put in a lot of effort. She just want to
Actually,
say, "Hey, you know, let me tell you what you want as a man," which makes no fucking
yeah,
sense.
like actually, this started as one of the waifu videos, but I think I'm going to just expand on it and do a series on it. The male fantasy. Like, like I've been reading a lot of trashy isekai novels lately, and I'm starting to break down the various patterns. It's like, there's a lot of projection here. I'll admit, a lot of the stuff's very blue pill. But looking at it from a red pill lens, you can kind of see, so these are the kinds of women that men fantasize about.
And it's not that difficult. It's not at all.
No,
Like, fuck.
like honestly, well, here's the thing. It's not only that it's not difficult, it is easier than what these women are doing now. They'd have to put in less effort.
That is true. I completely agree with that. Because the amount of effort women had to put in 100 years ago pales in comparison on what women have to do today. I agree. Because the amount of amenities that society has that doesn't require you to wash clothes by hand, to watch the children 24/7, to go out there and take care of the crops if the husband is not at home, to make sure that the husband is uh, good when it comes to his health, and all these other reasons. That's what women had to worry about over 100 years ago, and beyond, right? Since the dawn of time, for the
Yeah.
men that she's with, she has to put in so much effort to make sure that the relationship, not just the relationship work, but she's able to pass on her genes, right? Because,
What?
oh, what's up?
Honestly, but I'm talking like on an even simpler level, like disregarding all the survival stuff. Look at how like women act towards men these days, especially in many of your shorts. That's gotta be bloody exhausting to be that angry and that confrontational all the damn time.
Which I will be talking about that tomorrow. If you're able to join tomorrow at around, I think it was 6:30.
Yeah.
We're about to. I'm telling you, I'm about to be like very serious. I'm writing everything down because it's pretty much NPC culture at this point.
Oh, definitely. No, I've got my evening booked for the live stream tomorrow. Don't worry about that.
It's like, why are you so fucking angry at men? Men, majority of men you don't even fuck with, let alone the men that's Chad and Tyrone's. Why are you getting mad at them? It was your
Well, I could get into the why, but we can kind of save that for tomorrow.
well,
But
yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying that at the end of the day, why are you so see? Okay, I'm gonna get a slight taste of tomorrow. This little slight taste.
yeah.
They love to say they hate this person, they hate that person. This person is misogynist. This person is bigoted. This person is racist. This person is sexist. This person is misogynistic, etc., etc., etc. But as soon as a person says, "Hey, can you give me examples of these claims that you're saying?" Uh, uh, uh. I don't know right now. I can't think of the exact quotes. I can't think straight right now. Blah blah blah. NPC behavior.
Yeah, honestly, it was like that. I think it was one of your videos where the dude's showing different pictures of men and women, and eventually got them to say, "Well, fat is beautiful." It's like, "Well, why'd you rate this guy -10?" And they're like, "Well, shut the fuck up."
EXE, not working. Like it's just great. Like you saw her brain frying at that point. Like
Well, that's the thing. Like, you saw her fucking caught in 4K right there. Like at that point, like the rationalization hamster fucking suffers a heart attack and dies mid wheel.
why can't you be honest? Because I never addressed this. Honestly, I never addressed this, and I think I should address this soon. Women will support other women even when women are wrong. You guys go. You
Well,
guys get what I'm saying? Women. Oh, what's up?
here's the thing. This is context for a lot of these. I think is very important. They'll publicly support other women. Like the difference is whether or not a camera is on them. You
I
got these
completely
women
agree.
with if they were fucking in private, you know. You know that if you just put like a whole bunch of photos of ugly women in a room with a woman and just had a mic in there that they did not hear
Like a fly
and
on the
let
wall.
two women talk over it, oh god, you would hear the nastiest, most vile shit.
Oh, I completely agree with that one. I agree 1,000,000% because I had to walk up on a conversation with a bunch of women, and the first thing I hear is, "I want him to uh, zinc in and around my mouth." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no, as
They're
soon
just
as they
having a
have a
casual
private,
conversation out there in public about zinc being around her mouth and shit. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, no, as soon as they have a private conversation, that's when the fucking claws and whatnot come out. But when they're like talking to a guy over the internet and shit's being recorded, yeah, then they're all rah rah rah. We're women. We stand together. Beautiful at any size. They know they're full of shit. They know that they're fucking lying. They're performing for other women.
Agreed. And guess what? At the same time, which is why I can't take modern women seriously. I can't take feminism seriously. They still go around and blame men for something that they had nothing to do with. Like
Well,
you really gonna say, "Oh, you're the reason that we have to dress a certain way. You're the reason we have to act a certain way." I'm like, I guarantee you, 9 out of 10 men don't give a fuck about what you wear. Don't give a fuck per se about how you conduct yourself in the sense of we don't hardcore judge 24/7 about, oh, this bitch, that bitch, oh, she's wearing a brown scarf, oh, that's so
no,
2018.
that's the thing. You know, and women, if you catch them being honest, will admit it's all for other women. They are just compete. They are all competing with each other in this social hierarchy. That's it. It is women competing with women.
But I'm like,
But they can't
so
admit that. They
yeah,
can't
I
admit it.
agree.
They can't admit. They can't admit that this is all to impress other women for social status. They can. They can't. They can never admit that. So they
Uh,
they blame men. It's like no, bitch. Like we know that this is you fucking impressing your sisterhood. This is
impress other
also that.
women, but at the same time competing for that top guy. Like it's literally like at the same time.
Yeah. Well,
It's
here's
weird.
the fucking thing. It's like, look, ladies, you want a dude. You go up to him. You say, "I like you. I'd like to spend more time with you and have a relationship with you." 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you that shit's gonna fucking work.
True, but at the same time, if a woman does approach a man will automatically be suspicious, especially in 2022.
Well, that's the thing. They
Yeah.
fucking murdered the like they didn't just fucking murder the golden goose. Like they dissected it and taxidermied the bloody thing. Like the Me Too movement is the moment when the woman kills the goose that lays the golden eggs.
I literally seen men very concerned when that Me Too movement started to get popular, right? And I hate that bullshit. Oh, well, if you ain't doing anything wrong, why are you so concerned? Why are you so afraid? Because we've known for decades now how easy it is for a woman to falsely accuse a man of something and he can potentially get killed from it.
Yeah. Well, it's quite simple. It's like, ladies, it doesn't matter whether I'm doing anything wrong or not. All you have to do is say I did something wrong. And there's more than enough examples of women saying that a man did shit wrong, only for it to be proven later that he did nothing of the sort. But he still suffers for it.
A big case that resonates through the black community till this day is Emmett Till. That young, I think he was 13 or 14 years old, that white woman that admitted that she lied about the situation before she died. I think this happened in the 40s or 1940s or 50s. She lied about this man, not this man, this young teenage boy whistling at her. And then she's the one that goes, oh, he's sexually advancing to me. Oh, he's trying to be all sexual. And then he had to go out in the most gruesome way, literally drag this young boy out of his house and stabbed him to death and threw him in the river. All because of her false accusations. And they have the fucking audacity with this Me Too movement to say, oh, if you ain't doing anything wrong, then you have nothing to worry about. There's still countless situations today that can relate to the Emmett Till situation, just not as severe. You can never, you don't even have to meet this woman. You don't even have to know this woman. She could literally walk down the street and then run to the police station and say, oh, he did this to me, he did that to me. Bam. You could potentially be in jail for years to come.
If she can point a finger at you, she's a threat to you.
I agree. Like, what happened to due process? What happened to that? That died years ago.
like fucking innocent until proven guilty. That's gone. That is gone and out the fucking window.
And then they want to act all confused, surprised, and shocked on why men are walking away.
And here's the thing, like let's be honest. This would be a bit of a warning for the ladies. Ladies, if you're going to threaten a man with this kind of stuff, don't be anywhere near him. Because it's going to be a matter of in for a penny, in for a pound. If you're going to accuse him of heinous shit, and he's not going to get a trial, and he's not going to be believed, and he's going to suffer it anyway, more and more guys are going to realize, you know what? if I'm going to prison anyway, I may as well earn it.
Might as well give him a reason.
And honestly, let's be honest here. Like, I kind of wish Herbert was in here so that he could give his 2 cents on this. But let's be completely honest. Do you think a man is going to get harsher treatment in prison for, let's say, misconduct or murder?
Robbery?
No, like that's the thing. Is like I don't even want to say the G word because of the algorithm.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We're like a man who goes in for that versus a man who goes in for murder. I think the guy who goes in for murder is going to get more sympathy.
Yes, more sympathy. Murder, attempted murder, burglary, robbery, evading taxes, etc.
Because like, here was actually a thing. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I heard this from a judge. Like, hockey mask time is actually not a new thing. It's been around for a while. But HMT perpetrators, they didn't go to max level prison. They went to lower level prison because the judge was like, look, this guy is not a threat to the general public. He would only do this in a very specific circumstance. He's not someone that's going to be that if you let him loose in society, he's just going to go around for random people. No, you got to be a very specific person for this, and that person's no longer with us. So he's not a threat to the general populace.
But if you go to jail off of false accusations about doing something to a woman, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And they're going to pull your papers.
Okay.
They're going to find out what you're in here for.
Yeah. Okay. I want to address this thing with this super chat here, LIW213 about need to come down hard on false accusations.
I'll do that one first. I'm gonna do real talk first, and we'll do that one. Real talk, $5 donation. Thank you very much, man. It's been a while since you've been on stream, honestly, but I will talk to you guys about this at the end of the stream. Once again, there's gonna be a lot of changes, and the Gray Ghost, he's one of many people that are helping me out a lot. So you guys better give the Gray Ghost props because he's definitely a hard worker. You see those thumbnails I've been having for the last like 80 streams? That's because of the Gray Ghost. Like, he definitely knows how to create a good thumbnail. Me, I'll create a simple thumbnail. Like, you guys know the difference. But I'm gonna read this right quick. We have to stop calling these modern damn it. How do you say that word?
Solipsistic.
Yeah, solid fucking fuck. I can't even say that word right now. I'm too lost in the sauce. My bad, y'all. Beast women. They are creatures. Shout out to Black Ram 303, the originator of such a fitting term. I agree. Black Ram 303. He's been speaking the real. He's the OG of this quote unquote manosphere. Okay, he's been speaking facts for a long time now, and his live streams and videos still hold up to this day. He saw it before almost anybody else saw it. I'm just talking about YouTube, right? The only person that can, be on his level per se is like Sandman and shit. But he's been speaking about this shit for the longest time. And real talk also, best believe Black Ram 313 will be on my channel very soon. He was on last time, but he didn't have a lot of time. But I will bring back Black Ram because there's a lot of things that me and him, we need to address per se. I ain't talking about no beef, but there's a lot of topics that we want to cover. So, but thank you for the $5 donation. For this one, LIW213, $20 donation. Oh shit. I haven't seen that in forever, man. I am Very grateful for your donation. He says, we need to come down hard on false allegations, and it needs to be equal to murder, in my opinion. When a woman lies about a man, or whether a woman literally kills a man, either way, it's destroying a man's life. What do you have to say about that, Grey Ghost?
You know, whatever the fuck you're smoking, please give me some, because I'd like to live in a world where we had any control over that. Look, the justice system is run by the government. The government has no profit in arresting a woman. They have no profit in jailing a woman. And if they do enact equal penalties onto a woman, then they will receive pushback from the majority of their voter base. You cannot look to a systemic solution to this. The solution, like the actual solution, will not come from the cops. It will not come from the judges or the lawyers of the government. I wish I had the exact quote here. But if you want a crime to stop, the criminal has to fear the victim. Men, if you want this false allegation bullshit to stop, you need to be more of a threat to the woman who is going to ruin your life than the system. Because that is what will stop them. The same way that, like, look at all these people running around committing murder and robbery and all sorts of other bullshit. Why? Because they know that the system is going to be lenient on them. So they do it without fucking remorse. Now, if a couple of them take buckshot surgery to the stomach, do you think they'll keep doing it? No, but it's not because they suddenly got a respect for the law and property rights. No. It's because now they're afraid of the people that they're trying to victimize. So, fuck this whole system. No. Let me rephrase this. If you want to come down on false allegations, then you need to treat a woman threatening you with legal action the same way that you would treat a man threatening your life.
I agree.
You as a man need to do this, not trusting in anyone else to fucking save you.
I completely agree with that. I agree with that whatsoever because, once again, false allegations, in my opinion, especially if an innocent man is supposedly guilty, and a lot of times it's young men that's aspiring to be athletes or actually have a future, right? Their future was taken away from them. All the years that they spent in prison, right? Whether it's 3, 5, God forbid, 10 years, they can't get time back. They can't. So once a woman is called out for false allegations, right? She definitely should pay the consequences, in my opinion, the same amount of years plus interest. Like, I really do believe that needs to come down to bring back the false allegations, because false allegations, gentlemen, is so prevalent because these women, they don't have to suffer the consequences for lying. Or if they do suffer the consequences, at the most is like what, a year, 6 months?
Okay, but here's the thing, Yeet. This is why I don't even think that it works, because if you're like, oh, she should face the same amount of prison time, this is a woman. You got to remember that time and value flow differently for men and women. Like, let's take a 16-year-old man, a 16-year-old woman, or 18.
No, but great. I wasn't able to finish the thought.
Sorry.
I do agree with you. The woman is not able to have the same, how you say, she is not valuable behind bars, right? The state, the government, they rather have women go out there popping out babies left and right and producing potential future incomes for society, whether she's a welfare queen or not, right? They'd much rather have them go be out there and pump out a bunch of babies and shit than to be behind bars and there are literally a liability. Like that's like, well, in my opinion, what can a woman do? Like, do they do strenuous hard labor? I don't think they do in a lot of the areas. I don't think they do. Men in male prisons, they do a shit ton of labor, right? Go out there, do the recycling or community service or whatever the fuck it is. I don't really hear women prisons doing the same thing. So I do agree with what Gray is saying. They have no value behind bars. They much rather have them relying on the government itself to raise the next generation of wage slaves or criminals or strippers, etc. Well, what do you have to say about that, Gray?
Like, because here's the thing: like, you take an 18-year-old man, you take an 18-year-old woman, you shove them both behind bars for 20 years. When the man gets out, he's still capable of contributing to society and being like a wage slave tax earner. The woman, her value's gone. Just gone. She is like she's dead weight in prison, she's dead weight out of prison. A 38-year-old woman, fresh out of prison, she ain't doing shit. Just it's over. You honestly would be further ahead.
Right.
Like give it like if you were like, I could put this 18-year-old woman behind bars, but quite frankly, everyone would be better off if she just got the death penalty right now.
She will have to do the most heinous of shit to get to that point.
But like looking at it from an objective sense, she is nothing but a drain on absolutely everyone.
I agree. And before you continue, about so, women's jail sentences doesn't even compare to a man's. They get far lesser sentences, and most don't even go at all, nor face any ramifications. Well, that's why we explained just now. Women have no value whatsoever just being locked up behind bars. They need women out there to produce the next generation of babies that will be reliant on the government.
Like if the only way that you would see a woman's prison sentence be at all enforced equivalent to a man is if it was like, okay, look, woman, you're going to jail, but instead of serving a number of years, you're going to need to pop out a certain number of kids.
Agreed. So don't get me wrong. I understand very well on Bound Soul on how women have way less punishment compared to men. Because guess what? And I'm sure you already know, everybody else knows, men are expendable in society. That's the unfortunate fact of life. Men, they don't really have the same kind of rights as women when it comes to having something easier sentences or avoiding any type of conflict. No, they treat men as cannon fodder. It's not just war, but every aspect of society.
Like if there could be a class of citizen that is like, look, you are a child of the system. Like your mother bore you as her debt to society, so you are owned by the state from birth. Basically a state slave. If that was at all allowed for a class of citizen, they'd just take women, put them in prison, pump them full of whatever required DNA proportionate to the crime. They'd pump out a bunch of babies, then be like, all right, now you've pumped out enough babies for the system. Now you can get the fuck out and live whatever remains of your miserable life.
Agreed. And compared to a man and a woman leaving the prison system, right, once they serve their sentences, women get a shit ton of help compared to men. Men, and I know men in my life, they only get dropped off like at the front of the prison or somewhere nearby. That's it. They only got a few bucks in their pockets. That's it. But the women, they're able to get all these benefits, a lot of benefits, actually.
Oh god.
Well, what's up?
SCE in the chat is like, what Gray's using a top-down approach? It's like, look, I'm providing a hypothetical that would enable the government, that would incentivize the government to actually punish women proportionately.
I'm about that since the beginning.
Like, it's not gonna fucking happen because women hold way too much political sway for that to ever be enabled.
I agree with that.
Quite frankly, that's the only way they'd hold value, and it would have to be like, look, you either pump out this number of kids or you get the death penalty. Because quite frankly, we ain't gonna feed your ass.
But I will address Trog right quick. Men were dying on the beaches, not women. I completely agree with that, right? And that's another conversation that I had with Drex in his Discord. All these women, they want to have just as many rights as men and shit. They want to be we're equal. AKA they want superiority and equity. Cough, cough. But let's go with their little language. They want to be equal with men and shit. Yet they're net negative when it comes to paying taxes. So majority of men are the only reason why society is functioning today. Also, when it comes to war, still, even though we have the same voting power, women are not still, it's in 2022, are not required to sign up for the draft.
Yeah.
See,
hey,
no, these women, not these women, these people in power, right? The people that got elected to the highest position in the land, they don't know what a woman is because they're not biologists. That's what they said, right? They don't know what a woman is. But recently, Sleepy Joe said, hey, all trans women, right? Men that wants to be women, still has to sign up for the draft. But that's what confuses me, right? Because I'm like, hold up. You want men that wants to be women to sign up for the draft, but women that wants to LARP and pretend to be men, they don't have to sign up for the draft. The women that wants to be men. So that's where the logic just conflicts right there.
No. Funny thing is, SCE, twerking isn't holding sway. Look, let's be honest here. What's going to get more votes and more dollars spent? An impassioned speech from a man using facts and logic? Or some bitch twerking?
Yeah, man, you already saw my video that I put out about that Rhode Island state senator. It's getting to that point. It's literally getting to that point. And it's pretty fucking pathetic. It's very pathetic. But at the end of the day, gentlemen, that's the bullshit that men have to deal with when it comes to the lopsided double standards that we have to endure 24/7, right? But guess what? Because of channels like mine, of the Chronic, Hammerhand, MTR, Poor Man Podcast, etc., we say, hey, you don't have to deal with these double standards. You have a choice. You have a choice. We are demonized for telling men that they have a choice to deal with this gynocentric system. Think about it, gentlemen. Just because I tell men that, hey, you have a choice to not deal with this bullshit. Live your own life. Live life the way that you want to live it. Because if women are able to abandon their social contract, why can't men?
No, and here's the thing.
Hey, you incel, you gay. Oh, you probably don't get bitches. Oh, you never met a woman in your life. Just because I tell men, hey, you can just focus on you. You don't have to deal with these 304s. Oh, how dare you? The patriarchy, the misogyny. I'm like, what? The audacity, gentlemen, the audacity. You guys see the shit ton of videos on my channel on why you should be focusing on yourself, right? And if you do plan on having a family in the future, I highly suggest that you do not have it in the Western world. But I'm the bad guy. I'm the horrible guy. But you know why that channels like mine are demonized? Because once again, we go against the narrative. I'm not fresh and fit. I'm not just pearly things or blah 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 that's regurgitating the same shit over and over in order to make the male audience happy, right? Oh, bitches ain't shit, blah blah blah. Yeah, bitches are whores. No, my channel, and thanks to Gray as well, because Gray has been in a lot of my fucking streams. We preach a shit ton of fucking scenarios and solutions that men can go through in order to navigate through this gynocentric system. Why do you think my channel is being suppressed, but channels like Just Pearly Things, Fresh and Fit, and the roommates and blah blah blah, they're the ones that are being catapulted to million subs and shit? Because they're not actually speaking about the actual problem. They're not speaking about the core issues that men are going through today. They're not. They're just regurgitating the same pair of talking points over and over again so they can get a quick buck and shit. Oh, buy my course, buy my coaching course, so blah, 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 blah. But as soon as channels like mine, we speak about the core issues, immediately shadow ban, immediately, oh, this channel is dangerous. Oh my God. So you guys know where I'm coming from. What do you have to say about that, Gray?
Well, I mean, honestly, like, fucking looking at my sub count, like, I can't tell whether people are getting bored with my shit or whether YouTube's fucking with me. But like, I basically gain and lose a couple subs every single day. But
Let
in
me
the
address
more
this. Bane, Sir Yeetus, would you and Gray consider yourselves generals of the warband? I'm not part of the warband anymore. But it doesn't mean I have any bad blood. Me and Undead Chronic and everybody else in the warband, we're cool as fuck. Because if that wasn't the case, Gray would not be on my channel.
yeah, like, I'm still part of the warband.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd hold general status. I'm the newest member. I'm working my way up to try and get to a point where I can like deliver a message even somewhat on that level, but I'm still trying to find my niche and position here. So
Yeah, because
I'm more,
me,
yeah, I'm more just kind of a general support and logistics. I do my best to help out with
see, there's a
avatars and
difference when it
thumbnails.
comes to the warband. We don't really have a fallout. The only thing that I said that I want to take my content and be independent with it. I'm not going to take away what Undead Chronic did for me. There will be no Sir Yeetus if it wasn't for Undead Chronic. And I'm going to always say that. But how things are navigating in today's world, I'm like, you know what? I want to speak about a lot of other shit that fits my narrative. And once again, the warband is cool with it. Ribby will not associate with me. Undead Chronic, what's it called? Not Rishi. You and
Riker,
Riker, all those
Manic.
like Manic too. They will not associate with me if we had some type of bad blood between. No, we're cool as fuck. We're definitely cool as fuck. You know, shit. Like I'm still mod on majority of their channels. That's the only issue. We didn't have no bad fallout, no bad breakup, like some boy band and shit. No, they say, hey, I want to take my channel in this direction. And Decron's like, all right, cool. So once again, because I'm not saying it's just you, Bane, but there's a lot of people still lately say, oh, you know, so you part of the war band? Are you and Undead Chronic mad at each other? Blah blah blah. Everything is good in the neighborhood. And that's the last time I'm gonna address this because it's getting ridiculous. It's getting way too ridiculous. But what do you have to say, Gray? Because I think I interrupted you.
Trying to remember. I had to train of thought, but it got a bit derailed. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Twerking as holding power is like what is going to get more male support? A passion and logical speech by a man or a woman twerking?
Definitely a woman twerking.
That's the sad thing. A woman fucking shaking her ass is going to get more male support and dollars than a man putting forth his best effort and content.
Which is why I don't make a big deal. I don't make a big deal because once again, I'm not relying on YouTube income to live my life, right? This is only something that I am passionate about. Anybody that decides to put in any type of investment donations into the channel, that's icing on the cake. I greatly appreciate that. But there are channels out there that's hardcore grifting in order to A, survive, or B, they use their money to buy some expensive shit.
I'm in the same boat as like I'll take donations, I'll do commissioned work if someone's interested. But this channel is not how I'm making my bread and butter. Like I've got a real job and I put in my hours to finance everything I do for this channel and my own channel, of course.
I
I'm gonna have
completely
to
agree.
dip, and I am gonna have to dip soon because I do have to be up in like 4 hours for that particular job.
Oh, it's all good. This stream wasn't gonna be long anyway. It was just a chill stream, just to fuck around and talk about some random shit. You know, I've been creating content for almost 2 years. Time went by it's going by pretty quickly. But the fact that I was able to bring around 12,300 people to listen to what I have to say, that's an accomplishment in itself. I don't need to get to 100,000 subs. It'd be nice, don't get me wrong, but the fact that my message was able to reach that many people, that's a big accomplishment to me.
And this is like it's suppressed information in a niche group of the internet. Like the kind of men that are going to be interested in these kinds of discussions are a tiny fraction of men that would be interested in the manosphere in general to begin with.
I agree. I'm telling you, if we had fair algorithms and we were exposed just as much as everybody else, I guarantee you, majority of us will be over 100K or close to it.
I can guarantee a good chunk would. I can definitely see you clearing 100K. I'd shit, if I was lucky, I might be able to get somewhere into the five figures, but you got a fucking wealth of content. I'm still working on trying to build up mine.
Almost reaching 200 episodes of live streams. Do you know how many hours is that, gentlemen? Almost 200 live streams.
That's the thing. Like your live streams run anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, so assume an average of 3 hours per stream. That's 600 hours. Bit more math on top of that.
It's like a hour and a half, 2 hour on average.
I'd say that chances are someone could probably start your live streams, listen for 1 month solid without stopping. Like no food, no sleep, nothing, just nonstop for 1 full month. And there still might be some live stream afterwards.
That is true because I did have live streams that doesn't include the Yeetus' thoughts. So yeah, it would definitely take a minute for them to run straight through it. But how you say we hit the 1 hour mark. I'm gonna share right quick. If you want to support your boys here, Yeetus, there's a link on top of the chat. Cash App / Sir Yeetus. Best way to donate because the money goes directly to me. But you can also do super chat or super thanks. Any donation is appreciated, but if you cannot donate, it's all good in the neighborhood. No big deal whatsoever, right? It's up to you to invest. All right. I've been seeing a lot of channels within this manosphere literally begging and shaming and peer pressuring people to donate, which is fucking weird. Like beyond weird. I remember this one woman, I swear to God, I still have a photo. I'll send it if I can find it. Literally saying, "Oh, please donate to me," "Oh, please," and then at the end it says Rep Bill. I'm like, this bitch. I'm serious. Like, I couldn't believe it. And then there was men that actually fell for it.
Like, and that's, we'll probably get into this a bit further tomorrow, but that's one of the sad things. Like, men do want to support women. They do. It's inherent to their nature. They would, like most men, if they found one woman that they could actually get just some kind of return for the investment, they'd happily toss away a good chunk of their life savings and work.
That is true.
We know they would. We see examples of men contributing a shit ton of their livelihood for dirt bag fucking treatment. Like all a woman has to do is be pleasant and decent.
That's it.
And that's why it's the amount of effort that women put into being so angry and bitter and vitriolic towards men.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, man. Like it's the indoctrination and the powers to be, they know this. They definitely know this. And
I'm thoroughly convinced that they just hate themselves. They are so angry at themselves
that they fell for the bullshit.
No, they just they're angry at themselves, but they're literally tossed like, no. You're upset at this. You're upset at that. You're upset at men. You're upset at patriarchy. You're upset at your fathers, your brothers, your husband. That's why you're pissed off. Like they must constantly be told that and reinforce that to be given someone to hate other than themselves. Because if they were able to look in the mirror and be like, holy shit, I'm the problem, and I can stop being the problem in 5 seconds if I just try, well, then they're not angry anymore. And the people who manipulate them need them to be angry. They need them to be raging balls of insanity to screw with men. So they make their lives miserable, and then there's... It's like a doctor makes a patient sick when they go in for a regular checkup and then gives them medicine that keeps them sick. Like, I think I saw this one, I think it was in The Sixth Sense. I don't know if you've...
I'll be right back. I'm drinking a shit ton. I gotta go take a piss.
Yeah. No, let's just see. Yeah, got unreal standards. Yeah, no, I know. Like, expecting a woman to go on her own journey of self-discovery and accountability is impossible. Like they sure as fuck won't do that naturally, but the problem is so much of what I see of women dodging accountability, that's all public. Like, it's all public, but there's always a trace every now and again where an older woman tells a younger woman, look, this is you. You're being unpleasant. You're being miserable. You're screwing up. You're destroying your life. So, well, I don't know if I can prove it. I do genuinely think that on some level they've been made aware of this. They know the truth. They just can't allow themselves to publicly accept it, while society is constantly telling them, no, it's not your fault. Like,
Accountability of a child.
well, here's the thing. Have you seen The Sixth Sense, Yeetus?
I'm pretty sure I did, but I forgot.
Okay, well, here's the scene in
that
particular.
does sound familiar.
Here's the scene in particular. So the ghost of it's the ghost of a little girl gives the boy a videotape to give to her father who's grieving over her death. And it shows a hidden camera where the mother, who is nursing the child supposedly back to health, putting some sort of hardcore chemical into the soup or whatever that she's giving the daughter. And right before the daughter starts eating the soup, she's like, well, Mommy, I feel so much better. I think I can go outside. She's like, oh no, you know how you always feel worse later on in the day. That's how I see the relationship with women these days.
This is The Sixth Sense?
Yeah, The Sixth Sense.
Is this the one with Bruce Willis?
Yeah, Bruce Willis, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah.
Oh, that's the I See Dead People. Perfect.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like that's how I see like society's relationship with women. Society is not like they are actively preventing women from getting better on their own by constantly poisoning them. I'm not saying that it would fix the problem entirely, but at the very least, they'd stand a chance of recovery if society would just stop filling their heads with tripe every single day. I honestly think that if you were to disable television, the internet, like if you were able to just shut down that level of communication for a month, you'd see dramatic improvement.
Oh yeah, because I know there's a video out there floating around and as getting popular of I think the Amish community where the person came in with the smartphone and started questioning these women, Amish women, I think it was, about the slang of the modern world. They have no idea what the fuck. Which I thought, I'm like, protect him at all costs, like because they had no idea about these slangs that the modern world, such as WAP and LOL and etc. They have no idea what that meant. I'm like, okay, they're the good ones per se. I'm not saying that they're perfect, but they're a shit ton better than the women that are out there. If I can find the video, I will. But
that's the thing, like
I was
hear
like, wow.
them. We'll get into it tomorrow, but you just listen to them talking, you realize there's not an original thought up there. It is all what they saw from the television. They are just parroting it.
Oh, none. That's why we got a shit ton of these quote unquote red pill female content creators.
That's the
Now,
thing.
not once they have, how you say, oh, we should take away child support. We should take away alimony. We should have more fair laws, marriage laws, towards men. No, they just want to whisper sweet nothings to men, saying, "Oh yeah, women are horrible. Look at me, I'm traditional. Give me your money."
Oh, other women are so bad to you. I see your pain. I feel your struggle. I sympathize with you. Now give me your money.
And it's ridiculous. It is
Well,
ridiculous.
but I do gotta dip and get some sleep.
Oh,
But
it's all good. I do know that yeah, it's late over there. But uh chat, this was just a simple, chill stream. We just talk about whatever. We'll definitely do this again in the future. But hey, go to my channel, go to the stream that's happening tomorrow. The title is Obey. That is going to be a great stream. Okay. Go and get the notification. Go ahead and
we'll
get that, and everything will be good to go. It's going to be a great conversation. I'm going to see who I can invite. And lately, I'm going to see if I can get the Thinking Ape. You know who the Thinking Ape is?
Oh yeah, Stardust. Yeah, he'd
Oh, Stardust.
it'd be I think it'd be really good to pick his brain.
Yes. I don't know how to contact him per se. I don't know if he has his email available, but if it is, I'm definitely going to contact him. And that itself will be a great stream in the future, gentlemen. I got a lot of plans. Once again, there's multiple people that's assisting me on making better productions for the channel. It's going to be crazy. But at the end of the day, it's all about the message. It's all about the message. Because once again, like I explained yesterday, we may or may not lose a good one. One fast Jack, he's having issues with his heart. And he doesn't believe he has that much time left. So that's one of the reasons why I got the fire to continue making these content to discuss male issues. Because once again, if I piss off a koala bear and it scratches my eye and it gets infected and I die, there's a shit ton of content that I left behind. So, because once again, it's not just One Fast Tag. It's Venture MGTOW, Liberation Y, and all these other channels that came before me. And these men are not here anymore. So, best believe there will be a stream tomorrow with me and Gray. I'm gonna see if I can get a guest. But the title is Obey, and I'm sure you guys know what we're gonna be talking about. I may or may not get yeeted off of YouTube over this, but I truly believe that this is necessary. Oh, and fun fact, I do plan on live streaming the midterms. It's going to be interesting, but once again, a lot of people need to be updated, and you don't want to be that guy that's left out because big tech doesn't want you to know what's actually going on. That's all I can say. But the Gray Ghost, anything else to say, or are you good to go?
Nah, I'm good. We'll dive into it. Just pop my channel once more in chat.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm aiming for 1,000 subs, but I recognize I gotta get more videos up and a couple more streams. Aiming for a Dwarf Fortress stream this weekend. Fingers crossed.
How far are you now? Like your subs?
Last I checked, 777.
Don't you have community tab because it's people that has like 200 subs and they're able to get the community. The Chaz, he's able
Yeah,
to use.
oh yeah,
What's up?
I got community tab. That's where I
Okay.
held the poll for which ghost avatar they like. It's a pretty even split. Anime Ghost is still winning out, but Classic Ghost is right behind it.
I think the anime ghost is going to win. It has human features. So
Well, it's currently winning out, but it's got a 4% lead. Yes, a lot of people like the classic Ghost.
Or you can switch back and forth.
Oh yeah. I might even find the occasion to put the waifu Ghost back in.
That's true. I agree. But we're going to end it here because right now we have to sleep because tomorrow, me and Gray, we're going to have to go outside and touch grass and be adults, right?
Yeah.
Adult things. So it's your boy, Sir Yeetus. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the random, but a shit ton of gems that we dropped on you today. Put on the notification about tomorrow's stream, gentlemen. You don't want to miss it. And we are out. Peace.
Peace out, everyone.